Hey, Sister Wives fans. So pretty funny on Sunday's episode that Janelle Brown is encouraging another wife to lawyer up against Kody Brown. She is pressing Meri Brown to protect her interest in the Coyote Pass property at the same time that Janelle has been looking to get a lawyer because Kody is just not coming clean about what is going on. And he seems to be trying to keep Janelle in the dark about the finances tied to the property and the big payment that is coming due very soon. And hey, click subscribe if you're not following us now. Let's talk about this mess. So on the Sunday, November 10th episode, Meri is just reminding in her confessional that they bought that property at Coyote Pass with the intent to divide it 5 ways, one for each wife and one for Kody Brown. They had initially, talked about that, but then Kody had another idea, but Christine Brown slapped a big old hell no when Kody suggested they build that mega home to house his harem of mostly unhappy wives. And Meri reminded us in her confessional that they have to pay it off. And if you recall, Janelle keeps bringing up the large balloon note that was coming due in like 3 or 4 months on Coyote Pass. Honestly, I am up to here with just hearing the phrase Coyote Pass. It's triggering like hearing catfish in the past seasons. So Meri told Janelle that they have each other's backs, so she doesn't feel the need for any sort of protection, lawyer, legal protection. And frankly, Meri's take on it seems, I think, naive to Janelle, who thinks they don't have each other's backs, or at least not everybody does. Meri does not think that Robyn and Kody would try and snatch the property for themselves. Meri specifically says she does not think they would screw over the other wives. Now, bear in mind, at this point, Christine had no skin in the game. She was bought out for $10. If I recall, it was a deal where she signed over her share of Coyote Pass, and then she got to keep the equity when she sold her Flagstaff home when she left Kody and moved to Utah with Truly. So Janelle disagrees, and it sounds like she thinks Kody might screw them over. Meri is wondering if Janelle doesn't have her back, but that's not the issue. That's not what Janelle's trying to say. She's telling Meri that she will watch out for her, but Janelle is reminding Meri that this is her entire estate. This is very important. And Janelle encouraged Meri to be aware of what's happening and says you need to know what's going on. So it sounds like Janelle doesn't think that Meri does know what's going on. And so she's like, oh, okay, Janelle, fill me in. What's going on? So the way it stands is, at this point, according to what they're saying, Kody and Robyn are on 2 of the now 4 pieces since Christine was bought out. Kody and Janelle are on 1, and Kody, Janelle, and Meri are on another. And Janelle is reminding Meri that her name is on just 1 piece, and it's alongside her and Kody. And then there's this chart. If you look on the chart, I'm going to show it to you. There are 9 names listed. Kody is on there 4 times. Robyn is 2 times. Janelle is 2 times. Meri is 1 time. Janelle is basically saying, do the math. If it sells, you won't get 1/4. Technically, with the way it's listed, it looks like Meri would have 1/9 of this share, not a 1/4. I mean, that's 11% instead of a 25th, because the land, if you look at those plots, is not equivalent. It's just, there's the acreage in there. It's kind of messy, and it looks more like Robyn and Janelle just from, if you're just looking at how many names are on each piece of property, it's like 22% instead of 25. Anyway, after all this filmed, according to In Touch, the ownership looked a little different from that graph on the episode. They pulled property records, they said, and they show that there's 5 parcels rather than 4 that we're seeing on this graph, and that Kody's on all 5, Robyn's on 3, Janelle is on 2, Meri is on 1. Janelle tells her she should just make sure that what she's getting is fair. So they bought this land in 2018 for $820,000, and there's a balloon note, which if you don't know, it's a big payment rather than a bunch of little payments. And it has been heavily discussed in season 19 with Kody refusing to divulge payoff plans because he said it'll just run through the family gossip mill. And that's what, he's been harping on gossip and everybody making him look bad. And that's what had Janelle saying that she's going to lawyer up. And it sounds like she was hoping Meri would join her and lawyer up too. Couldn't tempt her, though, it seems like. And of course, we all know Christine really did lawyer up, not over real estate, but over child support. But in June of 2023, the balloon note was paid off. So Kody, Robyn, Meri, and Janelle now reportedly co-own Coyote Pass free and clear. But what's interesting is that somebody else pulled property records, and they are reporting something different from In Touch. They're showing 4 parcels instead of 5 like In Touch has, and I actually trust this other source more, and it's Sarcasm. They are listing Kody on all 4 parcels, Robyn on 2, Janelle on 2, and Meri on 1. The 2 parcels that Kody and Robyn are on together make up more than 1/2 the total of Coyote Pass, which is nearly 14.5 acres. So Janelle is saying that Meri's supposed to have 25% of this land, but that is not the percentage, which is interesting. So Sarcasm, again, who I think does better homework than In Touch, says Kody has got his name on 100% of the property, Robyn on 52%, Meri on 15.5%, and Janelle on 32% of the land. So it's continuing to be messy. Both Meri and Janelle seem to count this property as the bulk of their estate, their primary asset, at least at this point that they were filming. And we know, of course, Meri has her B&B, and Janelle has since in real time bought herself a farm with one of her daughters. And of course, Kody has bought him and Robyn a mega mansion and sold their other big house. So, maybe if Sister Wives gets canceled, they can swap from TLC over to HGTV with a show on how to lose your wives and flip your real estate. Hey, click if you're not following us.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.